Somebody asked me, how long do you pray? Until something happens. You pray until you realize that you're not carrying it alone. You pray until once what felt heavy feels lighter in his presence. You pray until you remember who's in control. You pray until you're not afraid anymore. And then you pray some more. You pray until the tears turn into trust, because sometimes prayer starts with pain, but it ends with peace. He sees your tears, but he's also shaping your strength. You pray until your faith gets louder than your fear. You keep showing up until what you believe drowns out what you're scared of. You pray. You pray until your mind stops racing, until you rest in the Savior, because his word reminded you to be still and know that I am God. You pray until you stop begging and you start believing, because you're not just pleading with a distant God. You're standing on the promises of a present Father. You pray. You pray until obedience becomes more important than outcome, because prayer doesn't just change things. It changes you. It aligns your will with his. You pray until gratitude breaks through grief, until you start to see that even in your loss, he's still good. Even in your waiting, he's still working. You pray until bitterness turns into forgiveness, because his mercy doesn't just cover your sin, it heals your wounds. You let him do surgery on your heart. You pray until anxiety loses its grip. Even if it comes back tomorrow, you pray again, because peace is not a one-time event. It's a daily pursuit. You pray until hope feels real again. Even if your situation hasn't changed, he's still the God who can bring dead things back to life. You pray until you can say, not my will, but yours be done. Because the goal of prayer isn't control, it's surrender. Yeah. Prayer isn't a one-time fix. It's a lifestyle of anchoring yourself to the peace of God on purpose. So no, don't stop because it didn't work in one moment. You keep praying because it does work.